Are live? Yeah, it looks like we're live. I think we're live. We'll figure it out. We'll find out shortly if we're not or not. Or not. So let me make sure that your all's audio is picking up because I know no, it was not. It was muted. So that was a good call on my part. I sometimes get through 10 minutes before I realize either my mic's muted or everybody else's mic's muted. So welcome. We tonight are playing "In the Name of Love" by Kat Evans, Catherine Evans. I've seen her go by both names. This is a really fun one. We did this for our live show at the Catacon in Dayton, Ohio last weekend, but we missed a couple chunks of audio because my laptop filled up on space because I'm a bad preparer as these stream times go and show. So want to go ahead and start on the stream right next to me. Danny, you want to go ahead and introduce yourself and your character?
Hi, I'm Danny, and I'm going to be playing Sherith, who is a a barbarian cleric barbarian. I'm a halfling, and got some baggage, but it'll be fine.
It's always fine. It's always fine.
It's always fine.
That's pretty normal, isn't it?
And then going down to Tiana.
Hi, I'm Tiana from Quest and Chaos, and I'm playing Felidar Grunhit, a half-orc barbarian, because might as well go with the classics.
And hit a bunch of stuff.
And hit a bunch of stuff, and rage, and have fun.
So Joe, let's intro your character. I'm really excited to hear about this one, especially because it took me like good 3 minutes to figure out the name. So who are you playing tonight? And who are you?
My name is Joe. I'm with the Nerd Asylum community. Thanks for having me. And I am playing Tiamat, a dragonborn bard.
Yeah, I'm excited for that. Danny and Tiana, I did want to. So I completely. We mostly did character stuff, but I did want to also introduce you all personally, what you're working on, and where people can find you. Joe, you briefly mentioned Nerd Asylum, but if you wanted to kind of elaborate on that real quick, and then we'll go back down the list so that everybody can do that again.
Go back around the circle.
Yes.
Yeah, no worries. It's just thenerdasylum.com. We're just a community of nerds having a good time. We like to support and encourage everybody within our community. So if you're interested in checking that out, you can check out nerdasylum.com. We also bring you Dralicon. This is now a yearly thing. So check out Dralicon.com if you're interested in a community-oriented tabletop gaming convention.
Last year was so good. Well, I guess it's not last year. I guess it was this year. This year was so good.
I mean, it's practically 2020 already.
Yeah. We're. I think we already are all signed up for next year. I think. Joe's been really good at helping us out with that. So yeah, I'm excited for 2020. We will be there. I just don't know if we've officially signed up for anything. And Tiana.
Hi, like I said, I'm with Quest and Chaos. We are a live streaming studio community group. We do a whole lot of D&D. We are on Mondays and Tuesdays with D&D, 2 different D&D games, Wednesdays with board games, Saturdays with Call of Cthulhu, and for the next few Sundays, we're going to be running a couple of games of Carbon 2185, and I'm on most of these.
Awesome. Awesome.
It's a lot of fun. We're over at twitch.tv/quests and chaos or youtube.com/quests chaos without the and.
Okay. And Danny, you got some fun stuff you're always working on.
Yeah, I make things. That is sort of what I do in what little spare time I have. I have a website that I've been working on at thefandomknitter.com.
I didn't know about that.
And I design knitwear based on various things that I like. I've got a couple of designs based on characters from Critical Role, and I am currently working on a request from Johnny for Davy Jones. I'm doing a tentacle beard hat for him. So that's actually what I'm working on right now.
And that's awesome. I know he's really excited about that. I should have probably had him come on this stream, but time zones he usually is working right now. But
Yeah.
so I
Time
will
zones
let
are
it.
tricky like that.
Yeah, time zones are weird. What is time?
It's a
Anyway,
construct.
yeah, I think we are ready to get right into it. So we're gonna start tonight off in the lobby of the Adventurers Guild. You see Benny looking around. The whole lobby is empty, and Benny's just got sweat beating down his face. He's like, "Oh, guys, I need you. I need you. Yeah, we got a missing noble's fiance, so it's up there, right? You know, it's pretty high pay. You guys interested? You guys are looking for jobs, right? That's why you're in here today."
I mean,
Always.
yeah, usually.
Okay. All right. So Baron Aaron Allen, his fiance, Kemet Ziegler. Yes, the Kemet Ziegler, the worldwide famous bard. Kemet is missing. He went missing about 5 days ago now. Baron Aaron Allen mentioned that he was practicing his harp, played in the garden. Baron Aaron Allen was drifting off to sleep to the sound of the music when the music just stopped, and he looked out his window, and he saw Kemet leaving with this group of fey creatures. It looked like he was just kind of sleepwalking as he was leaving, but by the time that Aaron Allen got down, they were all gone. He couldn't find them. So he's going to need you all to go get Kemet back, the world-famous bard.
From the Fae?
From the Fae, yeah. So that's
Oh,
why.
Lord.
Yeah. Hey, but guess what? Guess what? We gotta wait for you all to get into the Fae at least.
Yay?
You just gotta go talk to Auntie Blackteeth. Auntie Blackteeth, she's the night hag that knows the in and outs of getting into this area. Should be good, right? Y'all are good with hags, right?
Yes, I do believe my aunt was a hag.
There you go. You got a talking point right away. You got an icebreaker. You don't need icebreakers. I'm sure she'll I don't know. I've never met her. Hags are spooky to me, but that's why I'm behind the desk and you all are out there.
That's
you
what.
mean, like the witch type hag? I just meant she was an old hag.
Oh. Oh.
Ugh,
Wait, you said this is your aunt?
yes,
Are you guys close?
we were.
Until you called her a hag 3
I
minutes
mean-
ago, and now now she knows. So now, I mean, okay.
Yes, she has super good hearing. She probably heard it. And
Well, once you speak it out loud, it just, everyone could find out one way or another. But yeah, if you all are ready, I don't know if you need any more details or if we're ready to go, but I mean, I know that the Baron's really, pressing us on this one to get his fiance back.
and what was his name again?
Baron Aaron Allen.
I'm sorry. One more time.
Baron Aaron Allen. 3 separate words. 2 of them rhyme, 2 of them are alliteration. So that's why it's probably confusing a little bit.
Oh no, I got it the first time. I was just having
Cool.
fun listening to it.
Cool. Thanks for that. That was a good. He checks his steampunk wristwatch. Oh, that was a cool 30 seconds. You guys could have been, finding him, but whatever. It's
Benny,
cool.
you know how bards are. They always want to hear the alliteration and the singing of the words.
Yeah. That's. Should we? Do you want to give it a pass? Do you want to give it a pass, Tiamat?
Oh no, I'm totally down for saving my fellow bards.
No, I thought you'd want to say it because his name is really fun to say. I thought maybe.
Oh no, that's okay.
It's Baron Aaron Allen. It's super fun to say. I've been before you guys came in. I've just been repeating it over and over, just waiting for somebody.
Yes, practicing.
Practicing, and I think I nailed it. So good on me.
10 out of 10.
Do you guys know where Auntie Blackteeth is?
I figured you'd tell
This
us.
is the hag.
Okay. Yeah, the hag. I can draw you guys
Okay.
a map.
Oh, that
Yeah.
would be very helpful.
Okay, cool. Here it comes. One Benny map incoming, and he pulls out a sheet of parchment, lays it down, pulls out a shining red crayon, fresh out of the box. This guy just opened this bad boy up, so this is gonna be really nice. And
Nice and sharp.
Yeah, nice and sharp. He sketches out a quick map, puts a "You are here" circle, town of Ravens Point, and then it draws to an X. Probably you would guess about 30 minutes into the woods near town. So yeah, just follow this, take your right to her, tell her that you need to get to the Feywild, and she should help you all out. Oh, I forgot to mention, Baron Aaron Allen saw that like the leader of the Fey, it was some plate armored knight riding this massive golden stag. So I don't know if that's gonna help or not. Maybe not, but just so you know what you're kind of up against.
Well, it might help us locate whoever this Fae is.
Yeah, maybe.
Large golden stag, you say?
Yeah, it's
I don't know about the mission, but this is going to make for a wonderful song.
right. Yeah, maybe just do it for just the song, like no pay or no.
Nice try, Benny.
Okay. No, that's okay. We're good. We're good. All right. Yeah.
Are there any rules about what we can kill?
I mean, the Baron doesn't care what you kill as long as you don't
Okay.
kill his fiance.
All right, I can do
Get
that.
his fiance back, and I think we'll be square.
I don't deal very often with hags. Do we need to bring some sort of payment to cross over?
So I know that there is some kind of payment you have to do to cross over, but like it's pretty vague. Like nobody knows the payment except for the people who go over. So I can't give you the info on what the payment's going to be, but there will be a payment. But if it's like
Right.
monetary, like we'll cover. You can expense it. We just fill it out in your monthly expense reports. We'll reimburse you. It's fine.
I have this feeling that it's not going to be monetary.
Oh,
It never is.
Not with the Fae.
No.
I agree. I was just trying to like make it sound fun, but it
Appreciate
sounds
it.
terrible.
Yeah.
I know.
Appreciate it, Benny. All right, so I'm gonna take the map and have a look at it.
Pretty terrible. But you can kind of get an idea of how to get there.
All right, do we need anything before we set out, guys?
No, I am good. I have my lute
That's all you need.
and my flute.
Oh,
You're looting your flute, huh?
Well,
I'm curious to see if you can play those both at the same time. That'd be a talent right there.
Don't suppose you brought a fiddle to wager for someone's soul?
No, just the viola.
Yeah.
Oh,
Well, that'll do.
the viola. No, I'm just kidding. I couldn't tell the difference.
Violas are a bit bigger.
Okay, I'll believe you.
All right.
It really isn't the size that matters.
Exactly.
It's how you play it.
Yeah, that's what I always say. Oh, we're still having this conversation with Benny.
We're going. We're walking.
yeah. We'll just...
But bye, guys.
Bye, Benny.
Bye, Benny.
And so following this map, it is pretty easy to follow. You exit out of town, go into the woods for a bit, and you follow along this dirt path along the edge of the forest that smells of sap and animal musk. You see leaves rotting away to mulch, and the trees cast these long shadows. And from beyond them, you start to hear the rustling and the kind of scampering of forest beasts hunting and being hunted. But right on schedule, you see a thread of smoke curling up above the trees. Within minutes, you start to make out a curve where the trees have been cut back to make space for a ramshackle cottage. It's closer to a hut than a house. It's round, thatched roof. There's overgrown briars kind of lining the whole house except for the door. Like you can see that there are windows on the hut.
I'm
but
over here in the
they're,
corner,
um,
eating by myself.
the windows are kind of obscured by these briars, and the smell's not pleasant. It smells like maybe somebody butchered some wild animals but didn't take care of cleaning it up afterwards, so it's just kind of been left to decompose. And yeah, so you got this stinky small hut in front of you. How would you guys like to approach this?
You may go first. I'm.
All right.
Yeah.
mm,
I'll go knock on the door.
yeah, I'm right at her shoulder.
Okay, you quickly just rap on the door, and you hear, "Just a minute, just a minute." And a few moments pass, and you hear some cluttering and clanking about inside, and then the door swings open, and you see standing there the epitome cliche night hag, just long crooked nose. She's got in her hand a wooden spoon, and you see a small fire in the center of the hut with this boiling cauldron on top of it. And then you see scattered all around the hut just pots and pans and these small knickknacks everywhere covering the floor. She says, what? What is it? What is it? I'm cooking dinner here.
Sorry. We were told you could help us get to the Feywild to rescue someone.
Oh, I could do that. Are you ready now? What's your quest? What's
Yeah.
the adventure?
We seek Kimmit Zeger.
Never heard it, but we'll see. I can get you there.
Okay.
Okay. We would greatly appreciate it. Yes.
He did it. Okay, well, just come on in. Come on in. Just put some soup on. Just, find a comfortable spot to, I don't know, sit, stand, I don't know. And at that moment, the boiling cauldron, the soup, says, "Feed me, Mother. Feed me." And she said, "Well, quiet down." And she smacks it with her spoon. And then she tosses in this skinned rabbit that was laying next to it. She picks it up and tosses it into the boiling cauldron of soup. Well, that's just soup. You can ignore soup. Okay, so we're going to the Feywild. Okay, so do you all know the terms and conditions, or am I going to have to explain that for you all?
We would appreciate if you explained it.
Please.
Okay, well, all you got to do, you're going to be giving me something, you're going to go to sleep, and then you're going to wake up in the Feywild. It's really easy. I'm going to need something different from each of you, though, so, like, if we're ready, I'm ready.
How do we get back when we're done?
All you gotta do is find my hut on the other side and go to sleep again. And then you wake up and you'll be here. And then I'll give you back what I take. Theoretically.
Just give it back.
Yeah, I mean,
Theoretically.
you'll have it back. You'll know what I'm talking about after we do the whole price and everything, but that's okay.
Okay.
The soup says, "Feed me more." And she takes a full carrot that's laying next to the cauldron and throws it in. And then she smacks it with a spoon. Hey, you guys. So, if we're all clear, you, half-orc,
Mhm.
how about a little blood from you?
A little blood.
A little blood. Just one syringe worth, and she pulls out this, like, massive syringe.
Okay.
Just one syringe worth.
Has that thing been cleaned recently?
Never?
Okay. All right, if this is the only way.
All right. Left or right arm?
Left.
Dealer's choice. Okay. And she goes over and she draws a vial of blood from you before slipping it into one of her pockets underneath her cloak. She says, okay, a dragonborn. What do I want from you? You know what? I know what. I just need you to kiss this coin. And she pulls out a golden double-headed coin. Just a little kiss. Just kiss the coin.
I am quite disturbed by your interest in body fluids.
I mean, it depends on how wet you make this smooch, but I mean, it doesn't need to be super wet.
I thought that was standard. You said
No,
kiss.
Just any simple little peck.
Bloody bods.
So you just press it to your lips and that's it? That's all I need to do?
That's all we need, yeah.
Okay.
Here it goes. You want to close your eyes, or are you open
No,
eyes?
it's a coin.
Okay.
There's no romance here.
Okay, well, here it goes. And she
Okay.
holds it out. And then she said, oh, a halfling. Those are my favorites. Okay. 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 Okay.
Okay.
And
Okay.
she takes out an onion from, like, beneath the cauldron where her other vegetables were. How about just the vial of tears? Not a whole vial, because we don't have all night, but a couple tears.
I don't cry.
She takes out this onion and slices it in half with a big, crooked, rusty knife. An onion can make you cry, right? And she's holding it, like, right under your nose.
I sniffle a little.
Okay, so she pulls it up, and she's trying to get, like, a tear. Do we get a tear?
I rub at my eye real hard. Here, try that.
Okay, this will work.
Yeah.
Okay, perfect. Whew. Okay, y'all have made your payment. Now you just need to go to sleep, and you wake up in the Feywild.
Okay.
And she throws the rest of the onion into the soup.
Yeah, seems legit.
Are you sleepy now, or are we gonna have like a sleepover slumber party?
So Tiamat.
Yes.
Sorry, he
She-
said slumber party.
She starts like kicking with her foot, trying to clear like a space in her dirt floor for you all to lay down on.
Tiamat is going to lay down.
Oh, also Tiamat, you just got advantage from
Awesome.
Pit Magic. Thank you,
Okay.
Pit Magic.
Cool.
Awesome. Thank you very much.
I will put that on the screen as soon as I find those dice.
I have advantage.
All right, so we're trying to lay down.
Yeah.
Sheriff will sort
Try-
of hunch over and sit and
Trying to get as comfortable as we can.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, Felidor's like curled up into a weird little ball.
So eventually, a couple hours pass, or however long it takes you all to fall asleep, and then when you awake, you all three awake at the same time and notice that you are indeed. You're still in this hut, but there's no more clutter anywhere. It's all empty. You don't see Auntie Black Teeth or the soup or anything. The whole room's empty. Just for mechanics, so we have got thank you, the Polyon. For some reason, whenever I get an alert, it's showing twice, so it's really hard for me to read it. So I apologize. But so Sheriff, your character is under the effect of Bane whilever you're in the Feywild, which means you will
Crap.
roll a d4 and remove that from whatever you roll.
okay.
Tiamat,
Yes.
you lose your proficiencies on saving throws. Just saving throws, not checks. Let me roll real quick for Felidar. Okay, so Felidar will be losing 7 max HP while in the
Okay.
Feywild. I rolled a 1 and a 6 on 2d6, so not terrible. But as you all awake, you can now leave the hut and see that. And also all players now have advantage. Sorry, guys.
All right.
Hey.
Everyone's got a plan. So, Joe, you got 2 advantages. I may not be able to actually accurately display that on the screen, but
I think I see it.
I've got 1, but I don't think I can put a second one at the moment without taking too much time. But we'll know. We'll know that you got 2. So you step outside the hut and into a world that is somehow more real than the one that you left. The trees are more dense here, and the smells of the forest are just much stronger than before. You hear these sounds of soft animal noises that are just persisting as if it's clearer than before. And what little light filters between the trees is this soft twilight purple. Even there's not much because the woods are so dense, but what does come through is a purple light. You see outside of this path or outside of this hut, you see a path that forks in 2. See a path on the left and a path on the right. The one on the left is narrow and heavily overhung by trees, and there's a faint scent of roses. The path on the right is broader and looks like it has been kept more clear, but you can hear cracking of branches and shouts and giggling in high, clear voices. Which path would we like to take?
Well, I don't know about you two, but I like to take the path less traveled. It's more interesting.
I generally do as well, but can I look around and see if there's any indication of the party that was described by Benny? Like the stag?
Yeah, let's do that. Let's do a survival check.
Okay. That is a 16.
Okay. What you notice is that you can see the big stag footprints, and you can see like this scattering of other footprints as well. There's so many that it's kind of hard to accurately detect like what is what. But the stag footprints are so big and like so deep in the dirt that they're pretty easy to follow. You notice that the stag footprints go to the path on the right, the one that has the giggling, but you notice that a good majority of his entourage actually takes the other path. So it's a little split.
Okay. So I've passed that along to my companions. So if we think that this the bard has stayed with the knight on the stag, then we go to the right, but it looks like most of them went to the left.
I really don't know how stags work. If they like being ridden, if they carry people happily, so I can't help make this call. Do you know if they like it? If they like being a ride? Is it like a horse? Do they like being a horse?
I think all bets are off when it comes to the Fae.
Yeah. Anyone got a coin? You want to flip?
Oh, no, the hag took mine.
His 1 coin.
Oh, wait, I got a bunch.
Do we want to do just a roll? I'm trying to think how to do it like on camera. I don't really know how we could do that, but we could do like a coin flip.
Okay.
We could do that.
I have a coin.
Oh, awesome. Call, I don't know which way is heads, which way is tails.
Heads to the left, tails to the right.
Okay.
All right. See if I can not. That was terrible. That is heads.
Heads. Okay.
All right.
Which way did I say was the giggling?
You said it was to the right.
To the right. Okay, that's what. So in this module, it's got them laid out, one and the other, and I picture the first one being on the left and the second on the right, and I was hoping that I called it that way, but I wanted to make sure before I just made you guys go to one way. So, following the trail on the right, that's more open and broader. The path widens even more, and the trees thin out until you're crossing a lush meadow within the forest. There's warmth on your skin, and you can see that purplish twilight sky open up now in this area. And the grass here is knee-high and velvety. It feels super soft. And you get this pleasant whiff of lavender smell as you're approaching this open meadow. But amongst these long blades of grass, you see thousands of these tiny dragons flying and whizzing about. It looks like they're kind of like dive bombing the flowers and like collecting nectar and flying up, but at the same time, it looks like they're just kind of like playing this elaborate game of tag. And amongst the flowers, you see that as they're playing this, they're giving off those shrill giggles that you were hearing earlier. And you guys are still like at the edge of the woods, so they haven't spotted you yet. So I don't know how we want to approach this. You do see that there's a kind of narrow path of the grass where it's kind of like embedded down, like padded down. But it like I mentioned, it's pretty narrow and it kind of zigzags and it goes to a farther end where the woods come back and close in on the meadow again.
I don't like dragons.
Fair.
Yeah, Tiamat.
Oops.
Uh,
I would like to cast Speak with Animals on myself.
Okay.
And just listen to see if they seem to be talking amongst themselves while playing this game of theirs.
I'm gonna save your spell slot.
It's not a spell slot, it's at will.
Oh, it's at will. Okay, then you can use it anyway. But Tiamat and Sheriff, you also hear this. You hear those shrill, high-pitched voices that were giggling, and it actually sounds like they're speaking common, strangely enough. So that's why I was trying to save you the spell slot.
That's fair.
But you hear them it sounds like just a ruckus game of tag. They seem to be really enjoying themselves. They're not like meaning harm to each other or anything like that. Just, I got you, and then flies away. And then the other ones turn and start chasing that one. Yeah, it just seems like a really fun game of childish tag.
As opposed to adultish tag?
Dude, adult tag gets so rough.
Things get broken. Okay.
So you all can kind of hear that at the edge. So
Where does it look like the path is leading?
the path winds and turns throughout this meadow of this knee-high grass into the forest at the end of the pathway. So like you don't see like the stag or any of the Fey entourage here. You just see this meadow of the dragons playing. But to get to the other side where the path leads to, you'd have to cross this meadow.
How tall is this grass in relation to halfling?
Yes,
Yeah.
exactly. Knee high for Felidar and Tiamat. Head high for Sheriff. That's about right? Halflings are about knee high, I think.
Yeah, and she's a particularly short.
Oh.
halfling.
Yeah. So she might be like holding somebody's cloak or something as she goes. It's gonna be like a corn maze to her.
Pretty much.
All right. What do you guys think? Should we just try and go through the path and not disturb anything?
I don't think it'll work, but I think we should try it.
It's worth a shot.
Let's see how far we can get. That would be the question. It's not a matter of if, but when.
Yeah.
Yes. All right.
So you all just start to like walk down the path and see what happens.
Yeah, and trying to stay like completely on the path. Do not stray like even a foot off.
No,
Okay.
completely
Okay.
on the path. As quietly as possible.
So you all start to just walk down this path when sorry, pulling something up real quick. As soon as those dragons spot you, you see about a half dozen of them fly towards you three. You flying? You attack? Oh, and one swoops down and boops Philidor in the nose. Ooh, you're it! And it starts flying away. You gotta catch me! And it's just like hovering above the grass, flying around.
It seems like a bad plan. I don't want to get off the path.
I don't know. Go for it. What's the worst that could happen?
Do you actually want me to answer that in the Feywild? You're the bard. You know the stories.
That seems like a terrible idea.
Of course I know the stories, but how do you think they come up with more?
People being too stupid to learn from the other stories?
Ah, so you are not a typical barbarian.
Kiss, kiss.
Come on, you gonna tag me? You're it.
I'm afraid we don't have time to play games.
Oh
little
please,
friends.
you're it though. The game's ruined if you're it and you're Bale.
Like turn and look at Tiamat and very solemnly reach over and boop her on the nose. You're it.
Oh, fantastic.
You're it now. You gotta get me. And it starts flying around. You're a big dragon. Come get me. Ooh, you can get me.
In the marching order. Where were we at in the marching order? Because this is a narrow pass, so I assumed we're single file.
Yeah, I would guess that as well, and I do not know.
Well,
I
so
would think
yeah,
maybe Shareth is in the
Hey.
middle, maybe. I don't know. Just
Shareth.
so you guys don't lose her.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think I was in the lead just because barbarian.
Barbarian. Makes sense.
That
Yeah.
would put me in the back. Okay, so I can't really, without getting off of the path, make my way in front of them. And you said how many of these are there?
Flying around the whole field, there's probably about 3 dozen of them, but 6 of them kind of seemed really like interested in you three. And there was this bright orange one that is the one that tagged Felidar, who then tagged Tiamat. And the orange one's the one kind of like taunting you, like, you can't get me. Ooh, you scared?
I am going to turn my head to the side a little bit and cover my mouth, and I'm going to cast Major Image,
Okay.
and I'm going to make an image of one of these dragon things fly down past me, and I'm going to boop it and say, "You're it," and let
Okay.
it fly around off into the grass
Okay.
and start chasing the rest of them.
Okay. All right. So now it's like, ooh, no fun. So I'm trying to think like if this one is just going to be like kind of like fruitlessly like trying to tag others, but never touch them. I'm imagining since it's an illusion. Okay.
Yes.
This seems to kind of satisfy them, and now they're kind of back in the game where they're all running from your major illusion. But they're still kind of calling like, "Oh, you three, you better watch out! It's gonna get you!" And they're like kind of swarming around you. Whenever it gets close to you guys, oh, watch out! Run, 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 run! But you guys are just sticking on that.
I'm
path.
gonna play along with it, and I'm gonna like duck under it and make it go.
Okay, awesome. Chat really thought that. Well, me and Chat both thought that you all were gonna
Go running off the path. Some of us listen to the stories about the Fae.
Yeah.
Awesome. So yeah, so it takes maybe like 3-4 minutes to cross this meadow, and the whole time those dragons are playing with that major image dragon as it's just kind of swooping around, and Tiamat's controlling it to get close to you all, but not ever like touch you all. And then you eventually make it across, and you enter into this area that you see this. After walking for a little bit into the woods and picking your way through the forest, following the path, you can now see the stag footprints pretty easily. You notice that the woods are getting really dense here. It's getting really hard to not trip over these roots that are kind of covering the whole ground. And then suddenly, you break through the last of the trees, and you hear the sound of rushing water. You see this river that is fast flowing with these large, huge red rose petals flying down it pretty quickly as the rapids are carrying them down. You notice that the river kind of curves visibly around. The footprints just die here. They're gone. They just end. So you can't really tell where they went from here, other than they ended right at this fast-flowing river. You think so? The river is 100 feet across. So pretty big river. That's now that I'm picturing that in my head, that seems like a really big river.
That is an enormous river.
100 feet is pretty big. So I think long jumping's probably out of the question. But you think that somehow this group got across this river.
Sorry, just a slow turn back. I'm gonna like crouch down and just touch the edge of the river just to see if it's real.
Oh yeah, you feel it cold, like almost icy cold, but it's other than that, like it's real water for sure.
You don't see them and the fish.
Start rummaging through my supplies to see what I've got that might get me across a river.
I played a one shot with some guests from other podcasts, and there's a river that was supposed to be a pretty big thing in it, and I let them all bring one like uncommon item or something like that, and one of them brought a folding boat. So I was like, cool, well there goes that whole encounter.
Yeah, I wouldn't want to try to use a boat on a river like this though.
That's true. Well, this thing could turn into like a huge like cruise ship that could hold like 15 people. I was like, yeah, you guys win. You get across.
I don't have one of those in my bag.
I do have a potion of water breathing, interestingly. From the last time I took Faladar out.
Do you say that out loud, or? That's metagaming. I'm sorry, but
no, it's okay. We're all sort of looking at this thing and like trying to figure out.
While you're all looking at this river, how about everybody roll me a perception check real quick?
Oh, perception check.
Which means perception checks are so
crap.
polarized in D&D. They're either really good or super bad.
13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18 for Tiamat.
Dang.
11 for Faladar.
8 minus 1 is 7.
Minus 1. Sorry, Sheriff. You
Stupid
are...
Bane.
Yeah. But Tiamat, as you're kind of looking around at this riverbank, trying to find out exactly how to cross this, you notice that to the right, where the river is actually flowing from, you see just as so this whole river, it's strange. It looks like it's circling something, right? Like it's circling a piece of land. And as soon as the river goes off to the right and branches out of sight, you can see what looks like a bridge, a stone bridge. Maybe from this distance, it's kind of hard to tell, but it looks like a stone bridge that crosses the whole river.
Oh, look. A stone bridge, perhaps.
Worth a try. It's certainly better than trying to swim this thing.
If it is real.
If it is real. That's the question there, isn't it? Let's go find out.
What's the distance? You said about.
So it's probably about 100 feet away.
Okay.
It's like just as it's kind of far as the water's like bending around this. It looks almost like an island of land, honestly. But yeah, not like super far.
A casual stroll, then.
Lead the way, my dear.
Oh, okay. I guess you have my back.
Of course.
And
Yep.
she's going to lead the way towards the stone bridge.
I'm not very far behind.
Getting to the bridge, you notice that this part of the path seems pretty a little like overgrown, almost like not a whole lot of people come this way.
Oh,
And,
no.
and you notice that the stones along this bridge, the whole top of it, are moss covered. And you see snoozing in front of the bridge, just on the bank of the river, right next to the water, feet actually in the water, this massive 11-foot tall troll sleeping.
Oh, look, it appears we have discovered the internet.
Well played, sir. Well played. Oh my. Does it look like we could get around the troll at all?
He's like sprawled out, and his arms are kind of like going like across where it starts, so it's
he's-
definitely doable.
He's like Snorlax.
Yeah, yeah, he's just like starfished, just snoozing. Definitely doable. His arms are pretty beefy, so like laying on the ground, they're like a foot high off the ground, if that makes sense. So
Wow, those are some massive pythons.
he's got those 22s, yeah. They're
Uh-huh.
big. So I mean, he's still sleeping. Did not notice you, but just letting you know.
Okay. So what do we think? Is there a chance?
Well, I don't know much about how soundly trolls sleep. I do have pass without a trace,
Oh,
but I don't know. It gives us a plus 10. It helps hide us.
Mm-hmm.
It lasts for an hour.
pardon me. It might be very useful.
Pass Without a
very-
Trace is one of my. So I played a druid in one of my like only campaigns that I actually was a player in, and that spell I used all the time. My DM hated it. It's really good.
I have seriously thought about taking a feat that would allow my cleric to cast Pass Without a Trace to
So
give our
useful.
to give our rogue like plus
Plus
30
35.
to stealth
Yeah.
checks.
Oh, I rolled a nat 1. Oh no, that's a 36.
You
Yeah.
literally cannot fail this.
Yeah, yeah, really
Um,
good.
does it look like Sheriff will be able to get over the troll without touching it, as small as she is?
She may need picked up. Just to be safe, we may need to pick her up.
Please don't stab me, but I will help you.
Just a little, like picking up a toddler, just helping them over a little ledge.
My Warhammer's probably the heaviest part of me. I think
Yeah. It's like a 50-50 ratio.
Yeah.
That just points out how beefy Sheriff is, though. That half barbarian. Are you? What's your level split? Are you 4 barbarian, 1 cleric?
No, 3 cleric, 2 barbarian.
Oh, okay. Oh, okay. Yeah. Sheriff is probably our most streamed with character. Probably the most appearances from Sheriff.
Neat.
But we always change the levels around, so I never know what their
Yeah.
split is.
Well, if you want to cast Pass Without a Trace on us, we may be able to get over this creature. I don't know if there's any way to see if there's like a trap or something we might trigger. Besides waking it up, obviously.
Yeah.
You could try like so depending on how close you get to it, you could either do a perception or an investigation. If you're like Duke in chat said to talk in whispers.
He knows though. This comes and bites us in the ass a lot on Quest and Chaos. Where we're sitting arguing about something just outside of the door, and then our DM just looks at us and goes, "Roll initiative." They heard you, obviously.
Is Duke from Quest and Chaos too?
Duke Fleeg, yeah.
Oh, hey Duke. Yeah, that's probably why. So yeah, you could either roll like a perception if you're pretty far back, or if you're getting pretty close, you could make it investigation as you're like investigating. If you're gonna like really like, hone in on something.
All right. I'm gonna. I'm gonna stay a fairly safe distance away and do a perception check.
Okay.
That is a dirty 20.
Nice.
Dirty 20. Yeah. Other than this troll, you definitely see some slick spots, like some spots that the moss is a little bit more overgrown than other spots on the stone bridge, where you might want to kind of stay away from to not trip on. But other than that, you don't see any kind of trip wires or false stones or anything like that from from this distance.
From the distance, yeah. I'll pass that along to the other two and say, as far as I can tell, as long as we don't step on the really slippery spots, we should be okay.
Okay. Well, giddy up.
All right. So do we get closer and then have you cast Pass Without a Trace? I keep wanting to say pass pass cast.
Yeah.
That sentence is weird.
It's got a verbal component, so I'll cast it standing a little bit back so that
Good idea.
I'm not waking it up.
Smart.
And all right, so we've got it for an hour. That's plus 10 to stealth.
Yeah, and not only that, literally, you all don't make noise while you're walking. There's no sound when you're walking with Passive Without a Trace. So, yeah, you all are creeping up on this. I imagine you all are still being kind of like stealthy, even though you're literally just making zero noise at all. And then it's somebody picking up Sheriff over the troll arm, the big troll arm, the big beefy 22.
Big beefy, girthy even. Yes,
yeah.
I'll do that.
You pick Sheriff over the arm. You other two can step over it easy enough, and then you're just on this bridge. Felidor, since you made that great perception check, you can kind of point out the areas where like the moss is super overgrown and a little bit slick from just condensation and from the water from the river kind of just lapping over wherever it gets too violent. So you guys can make it down this stone bridge easy enough and to the other side of the river without even waking the troll. Good job, guys. Good job.
Yay!
Yay!
Problem solving for the win.
Excellent.
And now that the rushing of water is behind you, you can hear voices. In a little way ahead of you, in this new stretch of forest, you actually see small orbs of light dancing, not just in this what looks like a clearing ahead of you, but also throughout the woods, almost like fireflies. but a little bit bigger, a little bit brighter. And no more of that purple twilight light is coming through now because the woods are so dense here. You smell wine and fresh flowers and the fragrant smoke of a wood fire, you would imagine. And you can hear a harp being played, which you all know that Kemet was a worldwide or Faerun-wide, I don't know, harpist. So you can hear this beautiful harp music just dancing from this open area ahead of you. What's the strategy for approaching this? I've got you all like kind of halfway right now in the woods. You can kind of make out this clearing, but you can't like see anything in the clearing yet, but you can tell that the woods kind of opens up. I didn't want to put you all on the edge of the clearing though, so I want to let you all decide how you want to like approach.
So pass without a trace only lasts as long as we stay within a certain distance of you. Isn't that right? I think.
Is it?
Yes, within 30 feet of me.
Oh,
Okay.
okay. I used that spell so many times I didn't even realize that.
I think I noticed it when I was looking up the feat that I was looking at taking to get that particular spell. Okay, so do we want to creep close as quietly as we can to see if we can get the lay of the land?
Yes, I think that's a good idea. Let's get more information before we come up with a plan.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. We'll do a. Oh, how do group checks work with 3? Is it you need 2 people to pass or 1 person to pass?
Your discretion.
We'll say 2, and I don't think it's going to be hard to do with a +10 to your stealth. So we're going to do a stealth check as you all are approaching this, this open area, and that's why DMs all around the world hate pass without a trace. It's a really good spell.
Nat 20.
Okay, well,
Nice.
so what's that, like a 34?
32, sir.
Cool.
Oh god, I nat 1. Don't count on me. I'm playing my flute.
Yeah, he's playing his flute. He did this for playing a flute.
Let's see. Now I got a math. 24 minus 2 is 22. Stupid Bane.
You all are good. As Tiamat's kind of pulling out his flute to start playing, you quickly just snuff that real quick.
Nope.
And as you approach closer into the woods, you can see that it's kind of a sight. You notice that plated, the plate mail wearing Fae that Baron Aaron Allen pointed out. You see him lounging on up against like 2 large rocks, kind of laying back. He's watching this really handsome half elf strumming at this harp. I'm gonna have you make a roll in a second about that, but you also notice that there is a hobgoblin, red-skinned hobgoblin, kind of standing at attention next to the knight, and then you notice about half dozen, 6, 7 dryads all kind of laying around the open area, and a couple satyrs even drinking heavily from these big wineskins as they're all watching this man play this harp. Everybody roll me a perception check real quick. Specifically on Kemet.
17. 15.
8.
14.
So, Sheriff, you said 17, right?
17 minus 2 is 15.
Okay, we got 2 15s, all right.
Stupid Bane.
Bloody Bane.
Oh, yeah, I forgot about Bane. Oh, thank you for remembering that. Still, Sheriff and Tiamat, you notice that Kemet's fingers, looking closely at them as he's strumming at this harp, you notice that they are... you could have sworn that you can barely like, faintly make out bone showing from his fingers, like as he's plucking away at this harp. He doesn't look really well at all, but at the same time, he's got a smile on his face, but his eyes just seem kind of just unfocused, not really looking at anything in particular, as he's just playing this harp with this strained smile on his face. But yeah, you there's about like 14, 15 people in here. When I say people, I mean fey creatures watching his performance, but they're just in various states of the satyrs are kind of partying a little bit more, drinking heavily. The dryads are almost more like at the wood line, like not really like in the clearing, but kind of like standing along the edges of the woods. And then you notice that the knight and his right hand man are kind of pretty up close and personal watching Kemet. So that's what you guys can kind of creep up and see. And now I'd love to hear how we're gonna approach this.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah. I mean, I would like to try healing that poor bard, but I don't feel like I can just do that.
I mean,
I mean, a healing word would kind of give us away.
a little bit, even if you whisper it.
Yeah. Cure wounds is
Touch.
touch, and that's far away. He's not dying, so
No, and fingers can be healed.
yeah, we can fix that later.
Right. So there's a lot of them, and I don't want to fight that knight.
Oh, not really, no.
Are you sure you don't want to fight that knight?
I am positive.
Would you like to rage?
Always.
I could goad you on.
Yes, but I've dealt with bards before.
Yes, but you have not dealt with me before.
That's not wrong. No, I don't think that going in and crashing the party is a good survival strategy for us or for the person we were sent here to retrieve.
I agree, but it would have been entertaining.
You know what? I would like to survive whatever song you're going to be writing.
Yeah.
he's the lone survivor in this song. You also, something that you didn't notice before because it's just so small, so tiny, you notice about 4 or 5 pixies kind of also like flying around the area listening to the song. Just
That's a lot of things.
That's a lot of fae. Well, probably our best option is to try to bargain
Yeah.
with the fae, which sounds like the worst idea.
Terrible plan. Terrible plan, but
It's better than trying to fight them, especially in their side of the world.
that is true. Well, okay.
We may have to sacrifice another bard, and I, for one, am prepared to make that sacrifice.
So how charming are you, Tiamat?
I don't know. You tell me. Some say my smile is too teethy, but you know that comes with being a dragonborn, I suppose.
I mean, I find you more irritating than charming. I feel like you aren't trying with me.
I don't try with many. Don't take offense to it.
Fair enough.
I feel like trying to charm any of these fae would just go terribly.
Well, if we try to properly charm them, yes.
Magically charming would not.
No,
not be
bad idea.
an excellent plan.
I, for one, am still of the opinion that we should just bash them, or you should just bash them.
I was going to say, I don't think I heard a proper "we" in there.
Well, I would help.
A little bit.
Perhaps we
From the
could
shadows.
From a long way away.
we could point out that their bard's fingers seem to be a bit injured and offer to heal them, or perhaps offer another player for a time.
That
while
was
we-
my idea.
All right. Get your loot out.
Yes, I suppose 2 against 1 is fair. Majority rules.
No,
All right.
well, all right. I don't much fancy losing another adventurer, and he looks charmed, like seriously charmed. And if we show them how good you are, which you wouldn't be in the guild if you weren't, they may want to keep you.
Oh, right.
The Feywild is not all that bad, but I would like to keep my fingers intact.
Yeah, being able to play at your will is one thing. So, our options are not good. Either we bust it and try to kill everyone, which, no thank you.
Who have we got? You said 4.
Gods.
Yeah.
There's dryads, there's satyrs, there's the knight.
His hobgoblin.
Is hobgoblin. Is the
Um,
stag in the clearing as well?
It is. It's sleeping though, but not if that's gonna make or break the fight. And then there's
That's a
4
lot of things.
pixies, kind of like just zipping around.
That's a lot of things.
It is a lot of things. I mean, I feel like there's stories about winning competitions with the Fae to get people back. Tiamat, you'd know more about that than I would.
Yes, they are not easy to win.
Are you saying it's too hard for you?
I'm saying the odds are not in our favor.
Well, the odds weren't in our favor as soon as we crossed into the Feywild.
Fair enough. Okay. I will challenge them as long as when you see that things aren't going well, you rage and you go with plan A.
Deal.
Alphabetically, we should start with plan A.
Yes, but plan B results in less potential death.
For you.
If things go badly, then I'll rage and we'll deal with the problem.
I can spare the dying and bring you back.
There it is.
Mostly dead. That's why I also have the cleric abilities.
Just
There-
make sure my hands are intact.
I can heal you later if I need to.
Okay. This is a horrible plan, by the way.
So do we go in together or are you alone?
How will you rage and save me if you are all the way back here?
That's fair.
Okay.
All right. Shall we?
I suppose.
This is going to go so pear-shaped immediately. Because that DM is grinning.
It's just I've been loving this. I love it as a DM when I can go like 10 minutes without talking, where like the players are like scheming. I love that.
Fair. It's a lot of fun.
Yeah.
All right, well, Tiamat is going to pull out her flute, and she's going to saunter up towards the group. Pass Without a Trace is still on, isn't it? So she's attempting to make noise, and it's not working.
It's just silent.
Oh, yeah, I'll drop that.
And as soon as Tiamat breaches through the woods and opens into the clearing, the music continues. Tiamat doesn't even seem aware of you all as you all enter the glade, but the knight does turn his head towards you all, and he So the knight is, by the way, very handsome. He's a Summer Elardrin?
Mm.
One of those?
Eladrin, I think.
Eladrin. Very handsome man. Full plate mail. Somehow comfortable in that plate mail as he's resting on a big rock, listening to this music. But he turns his head towards you all and says, "Oh, and what is this? New entertainment?"
Yes, we are a traveling group come to entertain you.
Oh, we've
Ta-da!
you must know my taste for bards. This is a treat here. What's the show? What's the gimmick?
The gimmick is where we play, you dance, and then we get Kimmit, this Kimmit Mizimit man, and he plays with us.
Forever?
For a time.
Like how long of a duration? Year? 2 years?
How much money do you have?
Oh, no money is going to be exchanged. I have no need for money. Look at me. We're in the Feywild. Coin doesn't spend here.
You have no economy?
No economy. I collect bards of sorts, and then when they're beyond use, I've collected
bards
a new
are your
one.
currency then.
Bards are my currency, I admit, yes.
So, you have 2 bards currently, and when the next bard comes, we exchange, right? That's currency exchange rate.
Okay. So you take these other 2, are they with you? Are they bards as well? I noticed that
They are
you've
my
got
escorts
Okay.
to make sure that this one gets back safely.
So those 2 escort Kimmit here back. I gotta admit, his music has gone dreadful as soon as his fingers wore away. But so they escort Kimmit back, and then you take his place, pick up the mantle, remain until your fingers wear out, and then are they
or
going
until
to...
the next bard comes along, right?
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Well, yeah, that happens maybe once every 50 years or so, but usually I've got to go collect them.
So am I I must be a sacrifice or a
It's looking that way.
I wonder who would have done that.
Wait, how bad do his fingers have? How bad do her fingers have to get to stop?
Well, it's just as soon as the music starts sounding dreadful, that I usually just send them back, withering to the material plane, out of the Feywild. I don't want to hear just screeching strings.
So if we just hang out until Tiamat can't play with crap anymore, we can all go?
Well, yeah, it's going to be probably a few days to a 10-day or 2, but you all are free to join along as she plays.
If we sound like crap, can we go home earlier?
Well, and by your logic, you were about to get rid of this one anyway.
Okay,
because you said his music sounded like crap when his fingertips started going.
Okay, so it's not as pleasant as usual, but this is Kimmit, Faerun-wide known Kimmit, still with bones, still better than your average lute player. Tiamat, are you going to be able to top Kimmit? That's going to be the real judge. If you can top, if you're not playing any better than bone-fingered Kimmit, I'm going to keep the bone-fingered Kimmit. Simple as that. I think we have what here is a Bardoff.
There it is.
Yeah.
Are you done talking? Should I start now?
Yes, please, let me hear your terms.
Okay. Oh, I get to present terms. I was not prepared for that.
And then I get to negotiate those terms, but yes.
Okay, my terms are if I play as well as Kimmit, or better, because, that is a possibility, you let Kimmit go, and if I play better than Kimmit, I play one song for you, and you have to find someone that can beat me before I come back.
I'll tell you what. I will take those terms on one condition. I'm going to add that if you do win this Bardoff, that if you do take back Kimmit, just to liven things up, just to make it fun, in case I do lose both my bards today, that would make me just increasingly angry. But what would give me a silver lining is just a little bit of fun. You all can take back Kimmit if you win, but Kimmit will walk 20 feet behind you all the whole way back to the material plane. And if you ever look back, deal's off. He's going to be walking behind you. You just got to trust me there. But
I will take that deal.
okay, deal.
Are we shaking?
We are
Okay.
we are shaking.
So if I ever look back, then he has to stay.
You or Felidar or
no,
Sharon.
we've already shaken.
No, as a group. I was maybe hasty with my shaking, maybe. I thought the terms were clear. Anybody in the group looks back, then the deal's off.
That's a bit different, and that is altering the deal after we've shaken on it. What kind of fae are you?
This is my glade, though. I can kind of bend things a little bit to my pleasure. Would you take the new deal? Left hand shake this time.
Is the left hand more powerful?
The left hand is a different hand to shake, so we can alter the deals.
The left hand is certainly sinister.
Yes, it's more sinister, and we can switch the deal up. But no more hands after this. So it just goes from just.
You're not shaking my tail.
Okay. Yes, exactly. I have no tail, so I'm out of hands I'm out of appendages at this point.
You have feet.
I can't shake. Okay, but that's just absurd.
Do not argue with a bard. You should know this.
I'm learning it minute by minute. Do you shake on the new deal? None of your party looks back.
Let's be clear about this before we shake. If someone looks back, what is the consequence?
Kimmit.
World famous, and I can't even remember his name.
World famous, you can't. What kind of bard are you?
Better.
There it is. The egoist who believes that she's better.
If one of us looks back, he stays.
Yes, if any of you three looked back, then the deal is off. We take Kimmit back to our glade.
Okay.
Wherever you are, we come and we take him back.
At that point, things go south. That's a deal.
Okay.
Wait.
Now I'm worried about shaking your hand.
Wait.
Okay, I'm going to wait this time. I was too
got
hasty the first time.
Extenuating circumstances with those dragon fairies.
I mean, you
'Cause
just don't
they're
look
gonna-
back.
Well, but what
I
is
know those dragon fairies. You just
looking
ignore
back
them.
and what is looking at a dragon fairy that hits me in the back of the head?
Oh, if you get hit in the back of the head, just don't look back.
Well, then how am I going to hit the dragon?
Blindly and furiously.
You're speaking my language there.
But yes, no matter what, just no looking back. A dragon, the pseudo dragons, no matter what, just don't look back. Just walk straight line all the way back to the hut. Yeah, Auntie Blackteeth, I know all about her. Just go back to the hut, make it back there, and you've got Kimmit. And that's the deal. This is only if you win the Bardoff, though.
So once we're in the hut, can we turn around?
Safe, yes. Once you make it to the hut, you win. You all win. Deal's off.
Do we have to be inside?
Yes, make it inside the hut. Close the door. Once the door's closed, how about that? Door's closed, you can look any direction you want.
Doors closed behind the three of us? Or the four of
Yes.
us?
All 4. I have lost count at this point. 4 of you.
I gotta be clear. I don't want to screw up.
No,
Well,
I
they're
am
all
one
s-
for contracts. I am all for this. I am having the time of my life at the moment. I know my face might not be expressing that, but I cannot wait for this Bard off.
Also, no cheating.
Would a Fae ever cheat?
You don't want me to answer that question.
Do you want my big book or my small book?
Do you want the short list or the long? If we win the Bard off, assuming that we get that far, no tricks to try to make us look back.
I promise, cross my heart and hope to die, I will not do anything sinister to attempt to make you all look
Nor will
back.
any of your friends or your lackeys or your.
I can't. Okay.
Yes, you can. You're a lord.
Yeah, but these pixies, look at these pixies. See, you think I have command of these pixies? They do what they want. I can't. I will guarantee that I will offer no command to do anything to interfere, and I myself personally would do nothing to try to make you all look backwards.
Real quick.
Your friends too, not just you.
But I can't control them. These
No, the dryads and the satyrs and the stag and your hobgoblin friend over here. The pixies, fine.
only one I speak for is my hobgoblin Lord Mord here. Other than Lord Mord, I have no direct control over these. They mostly come and watch my bards I collect. But other than that, I'm not their leader, so I can't really offer them commands, so I can't put that in part of the contract. Me and Lord Mord will do nothing, though.
This bard is not our leader. He can't contract for us.
She.
She. Tall people always confuse me. I'm sorry.
Fair.
Just
I see kneecaps.
and knee pits. Well, see, the thing is, I, Terry, the Knight of Roses, I am making this pact with the 3 of you. But the 3 of you are not making this pact with the, 24 of us here? That's just absurd. They're just all bystanders at this point. Does that make sense? Is that okay?
As long as they remain bystanders.
I honestly, look, I'll speak at least on behalf of the satyrs. They're not going to make it the next 15 minutes before they pass out from drink, so you at least don't have to worry about the satyrs much longer.
Oh, that's what we should have done a drink off. You would have been great at that.
I can't decide which of us you're looking at.
It was the royal you. I was talking to both of you.
There it is. All right. Also, don't offer anyone a reward if they come after us and tease us or anything like that.
No.
Like, oh, it would make me very happy if.
Nothing of the sort. If you win this bard off, I'm going to stay here in the glade and I'm going to contemplate my next bard I'm going to be collecting. You think I'm going to spend all this time to collect Bonefingers over here? I don't care much for him anymore, but his music is still at least pleasing at the moment. So before I collect another bard, I need at least him to stay around.
What do you two think? I think we've gotten as much as we're going to.
Yeah, I think that's.
I have one more question. Just one.
Yes, I'm ready.
I have not gotten your name.
I am Terry, the Knight of Roses. You may have heard of me, hopefully, maybe.
Nope.
Okay.
But don't worry.
In the Feywild, I'm like kind of a big deal.
Oh, I have many stories about the Feywild, and you're not in a single one of them.
Oh, like,
We
I
could
think you have to
fix
be like
that.
from here. I don't know.
You know, this would make a very good story. The story of the bard off in the Feywild.
Yes, I'm on pins and needles to hear Tiamat's song that he sings to me after losing the battle to Kemet. I forgot his name already. He's so bony fingered.
I think that's rather presumptuous.
We shall see.
For two reasons. One, I'm going to win. And two, how do you know I'm a bard that sings? Maybe I'm going to tell you stories.
It may be a story. It may be stand-up comedy.
Perhaps I'm a dancer.
I would love some stand-up comedy, some dancing. I would even appreciate any art form at all. I am.
So you
in
are
it.
a patron of the arts.
I am a patron of the arts, and that is my whole steez.
Well, Terry,
Yes,
shall we?
we shall. Left hand
Yes.
shake.
This is my left hand.
This is my left hand too. All right, Bardoff. I forgot to ask. Would you like to go first or last?
Oh, you're offering me. Let
Yes,
him go
you-
first.
Okay. All right.
Proper.
He's going now. It's not very. It's okay. I'm gonna let him finish his song, but his songs are dreadfully long. So like, if you want to chat, we can chat for a few minutes. I'll have him roll something really quick. I'm gonna do a metal dice for this one. You think? So this is gonna be kind of important. This Bardoff. So I want like the camera to see this. Let's see if I can get this.
Oh, you have one of the pretty trays.
That is a 12. We shall see if I can see that.
Yep.
And then that 12 is plus. It's got a thing. Hold on. So he's still playing. It's okay. I'm kind of glad he rolled like middle of the road. Let me find exactly his stats. Plus 2, 14. You know what though? It's actually got disadvantage because of the bone fingers and all.
Yeah. What'd you roll?
Let's see if we can see that 3.
Yep.
That is a 3.
That is a big
5.
fat 5.
And Joe, just a reminder, you have got 2 advantages. So, I don't know if it's possible for you to lose here. You probably have like a plus 3 or 4 to your. Oh man.
Performance checks.
Yeah.
Actually,
Let me
if I
see. Okay.
I was gonna say.
Oh, this thing does not have a performance modifier, just a charisma modifier. So, no, it does. So that is a 3 plus a 6, a 9. Gives me a little bit better chances, but I'm not super hopeful still. The plus 2 is just the charisma flat out, but his performance is plus 6. So 3 plus
sure,
6
'cause,
is
like
9.
proficiency and like maybe a magic item or something.
Yeah, exactly.
Awfully
So
low to be
he finally
wide.
he finally finished his song, and the Terry the Knight of Roses that now I have decided looks exactly like Terry Crews just waves his hand over,
Yes.
and he actually stops. Kemet stops and just it sets his harp on the ground and just standing unfocused on anything, just looking straight ahead at Terry Crews. And it is now Tiamat's turn.
All right.
Let's
Take
see
it
what
away,
you've
girl.
got.
Tiamat is going to pull out her flute. No. Baron Aaron Allen lost his fiancée, so our group went out to find them inside the wild fae. We played tag with fairy dragons and made them go away. Then met ourselves past a massive troll and did not pay a toll.
What was...
We stumbled upon a Feywild knight, his stature amazing and full of might. His name was Terry, not Mike or Gary, and he lost his bet, so now we jet.
Oh my God,
Done!
Joe!
That
was awesome.
Oh my god!
That was
I rolled a 7, but I have a +10. Can I re-roll using my advantage?
go for it. I mean, you already won, but if you want to get higher than that, it deserves higher than that.
That is a
does.
19 + 10, so that's 29.
That deserves
That
a
sounds
29.
about right.
Yes. Oh my
Wrote
God.
a poem on the fly.
That was
That's
so good, Joe.
brilliant.
That's awesome.
Wow.
Thank you.
He's Terry Crews wipes a tear away from his eye. He says, "That wasn't even a competition. Take him away. Just let me. I need a moment just to think about what I just witnessed. Just take him. You're free to go. You're free to go. Still don't look back though. That's still like a thing. But thank you, Tiamat. Thank you.
Remember me when I'm on the verge of death.
I definitely will. For sure, do not look back, you three, though.
Okay.
Where does that start? Does it start at the edge
No,
of the clearing? or is-
starting right. We're getting a formation right now. What formation are we getting in? Out of character.
I think we should put what's his name, Zickermat, in the front, and somebody should
No.
hold his head.
I mean,
No. Kimmit has to walk behind you all 20
feet
feet,
behind us. Yeah.
and you have to
Well-
just trust that he's still behind you.
What if we tie a rope
Yeah.
around his waist? Someone's got 50 feet of rope.
Everyone's got 50 feet of rope.
We do that?
That is fair. I did not stipulate that.
All right, I'm gonna pull out my rope, and who's good at tying knots? Wait.
I could probably tie some knots.
Let's do it. Sleight of hand check, I think, is the official knot tying.
Nope, I can't do it. I was trying to avoid the low-hanging fruit, but I cannot tie knots.
That's a natural 20.
Okay.
Well
You tie some
done.
good ass knots around. So
Does
the
end up going to 18, but
yeah.
Like,
So,
like make a harness, a
Yeah.
harness around him or something.
so the not looking back has not started yet. That starts once you have left the glade. So you can tie the knot around Kimmit. And then are you holding it or tying it around yourself? Or
I'm gonna tie it around myself too.
Okay, yeah. So you've got it tied around yourself and around Kimmit. And you know that eventually you're at least going to need to go to that narrow marching order, but Terry Crews wishes you all farewell, and you all start to continue back towards that meadow of those flying pseudo dragons. As soon as you make it onto that meadow, through those thick woods, you hear, "Oh, they're back! They're back! Play with us! Play tag with us again!" And one swoops down and tags Sheriff right on the nose and flies away. "Oh, you're it!"
Look back. Don't look
Uh.
back.
I don't want to be it.
"Oh, but you're it! You're it! Come tag us!" And you all are marching. What's the marching order down here? Is it? I guess Sheriff would have.
The sheriff's gonna have to be in the back.
Yeah. And then. Is it then Tiamat and then Felidar, or
I think I'm in front. Yeah.
I always imagine barbarians to be in the front. Yeah.
Meat shield. It's sort of our thing.
Yeah.
Tiamat, can you make your flying thing again?
I don't think if you say it out loud, it would fool them.
Yeah, well, right.
But I do have one more slot.
Can you do that?
Okay.
Okay. You're it.
Yeah, I'm gonna cast Major
Major.
Major Image, and have the little dragon fly
Fish.
around.
For Sheriff to tag. Okay.
Yep.
So Sheriff, you tag this dragon, and the other dragons are like flying around, But just before you all are leaving this path and making it into the next like stretch of forest, one of the dragons says, "No, come on, big people, come play with us. We need some more big people playing with us." And you see it pick a flower from the field. Come on, come play with us. Do you want? It's talking from behind you, by the way.
I'm
Come
going
on.
to pull out my bag of caltrops and cast light on them
Okay.
and throw them up in the air.
Okay.
And say, "Hey, I lost my lights. Can you find them for me?" It's like hide and seek, except more fun because they glow.
All right. Roll me a persuasion check, and let's see. We will give that a persuasion check. That would
14.
I'll roll. I'll roll the DC because I'm not exactly sure what the DC would be. All right. Yeah, I rolled a 12. I think a 14 is pretty good. Yeah. So you see the one that picked the flower. He sets the flower down. Says, "Okay, I'll find all of your lights for you." And he
You, like,
goes
chuck 'em
and
into
Go!
yeah, he's
Go!
like he's like flying down and swiping. Damn it, guys! I didn't get to use any of the flowers in here. You guys did really good getting through the path both ways. And you make it back into the woods. And as you're following down the path towards you, I mean, you can see Auntie Blackteeth's hut from here. It's maybe 100 yards away, maybe 100 to 200 yards away. But at that moment, you've heard this just steady, monotonous, just plodding of feet behind you all. So you can feel the rope for Kemet. But all of a sudden, there's just no noise anymore. And the rope goes taut as you're walking.
Well, then I stop.
Don't turn around. Don't turn around.
Don't turn around, guys. But I had to stop because the rope got stuck or stopped. Can you back up so you're in line with me? So you're not turning around?
Yeah, I'm gonna back up as well, so I'm level with her.
So this is fun. I don't know why Kemet's not moving anymore. Should I just like move and hope that we can drag him?
If you want, I can also grab onto the rope and pull as we're walking forward.
Yeah, let's just try pulling.
All right, so I'm gonna grab the rope and give it a tug just to test what's going on.
You definitely feel some resistance. Let's roll an athletics check.
Oh, gee.
Yeah, I know. What do you got? Like a plus 8, 9,
Barbarian
7.
athletics.
7.
And I rolled a nat 1. I'm gonna use my advantage.
Oh,
Good
heck
plan,
yeah.
good plan.
Heck yeah.
Because I have that. Thank goodness. That is 19. 19.
Yes. Yeah, you give a good pull on it, and you definitely feel what you would think would be about a person's weight of pulling on it as you pull. Still no sound. Like you don't hear like any stumbling or anything from pulling the rope, but it's definitely seems like he's still attached back there.
Okay. Then without looking back, I'm just gonna keep a grip on the rope and just keep walking and be
Okay.
like, he can either walk or be dragged.
Okay. Awesome. So Sheriff, the rope's still tied to you. So we'll have you both just kind of dragging it. So let's do just one more. Like as you guys are getting a little bit closer, Felidar, you're kind of covering most of the weight as you're pulling this rope. Let's do one more 2-person athletics check.
Okay. 19 again.
Oh my god.
6.
So, Sheriff, you're trying. You're trying. You're putting your all on the line. But Felidar, you can definitely tell that you're kind of picking up the slack of this, which makes sense.
I mean, I'm a half orc. She's a halfling.
Yeah.
The size differential here.
And you make it into the hut, and you
reel
keep
him
pulling,
in.
You keep pulling without looking back, and eventually you do see Kemet at the end of the rope as you reel him back in and slam the door shut.
Okay.
Bloody Fae.
That sucked. Okay, so I want to look at Kemet and cast Cure Wounds on him.
Immediately, let's see how much you heal him for, but I will say, like, no matter what you roll, immediately you see his fingers, like the skin start to stitch back over that bone.
That's only a 5.
Okay, yeah, that's enough for his fingers to heal at least. He still looks a little, not like beat up. Nobody like hurt him or anything, but he just looks drained, fatigued.
Exhausted.
Like
Probably a couple points of exhaustion.
Yeah, like he hasn't eaten in a few days, but at least like his fingers, which to him is probably the world.
Right.
You at least have fixed his fingers. He still looks a little just out of it. Not really quite there yet, but so you are now in this empty hut of Anti-Blackteeth, Feywild side, so clear floor.
All right.
So I guess we just go to sleep again?
That's the theory. That's what she said anyway.
Oh, hi, Bard guy. I'm Sheriff.
Where? Like his throat sounds so dry, so just depleted. What is?
I'm gonna pull out my water skin and hand it to him.
He takes a big pull on it, just downing half of it, half the skin. Hands it back to you. Just, where are we?
We're currently in the Feywild.
Where's Aaron?
At home, waiting for you.
He sent us to find you.
How do we get back? Are we safe here? What about Terry?
Yeah, I think we just go to sleep and we'll be fine.
Those are the instructions we were given anyway.
I feel like I haven't slept in days.
Then it should be easy.
Are you? Is somebody gonna watch while I sleep?
Sure.
You're not helping the Bard image, my friend.
I don't care about that anymore. I miss my fiance. I want to get sleep. I want to get back to my life.
Then listen to these two and go to sleep and stop worrying about people watching you while you sleep.
I don't want Terry to come and snatch me while I'm sleeping.
He said that once we hit this hut, we'd be safe. So
Terry of the cruise? Terry? You can't trust him.
I mean, he likes Tiamat's music better than yours right now, so if anyone should worry, it would be...
Well, that hurts very bad. But I'm so tired, I don't even mind.
I thought I was the one with vicious mockery. You might have to heal him again for that burn.
Kemet, are you hungry?
I am starving, but I think my sleep is going to win out on that battle.
All right, then I promise you that I will stay within touching distance to make sure that no one takes you away.
Okay.
Or
and
if they do, they'll have to take me as well.
as you're talking, he's making eye contact with you, but his eyes are just like
Dazing.
slowly dazing and slowly closing as he just falls asleep. And as soon as he falls asleep, he's just gone. He's gone. You don't see him anymore. His body's
Awesome.
gone.
Let's get some sleep.
Okay.
Just lay down and like
I'll lay
force
down
myself
again.
to go back to sleep.
I try to find the same sort of spot I was in when I woke up.
Okay.
Just
Yes,
kind of
yeah.
worried about the piles of crap I'm gonna wake up.
You try to
Good call.
remember
Good
where your
call.
body was positioned so you don't wake up with like a tea kettle on your butt or anything like that.
Yeah,
Good call. I'm gonna do the same thing.
I don't want to wake up in the soup.
Yeah, in
Yeah.
this. Oh man, that's a good call.
Not sure if that's a real concern, but it's a concern for me.
Awesome. No, and then you all do wake back up in Auntie Blackteeth's hut, and wherever you fell asleep and wherever you woke up, you wake up in that spot. So it was a good call, kind of trying to wake up where you know there's kind of a clear floor. Things have shifted a little bit. She's still tending to that soup, throwing more things in, throwing some apples in now. You don't know what kind of soup she's making. It seems like she's throwing in random ingredients as this soup is like bellowing at her, like I'm hungry. And you see, waking up, you see Kemet, standing there before you all. Where are we? Where can I now that I know we're not in the Feywild anymore? Where can I get back to? Where can I get back to Aaron?
Just relax. We're getting there.
Okay, well
Just be patient.
I'm anxious.
I
Just,
know.
just stick with us. We'll get you back home.
By the way, you all now are no longer under those effects that you were under for the Feywild.
Nice. Can I ask you a question, Auntie Blackteeth?
Oh yeah, of course.
Does your soup always talk to you?
Almost constantly.
Is it weird that my soup doesn't?
No, this isn't really a real soup, but I'm not
Okay.
gonna tell you what it really is.
Okay. All right. I'm good to go, guys.
I don't really eat this soup. It's just my soup.
Oh, okay.
It's kind of like
Kinda
my
like a
bodyguard.
pet.
Kind of like more like a bodyguard, in case anything ever pops off.
Gotcha.
Well, you three are cool. You're not narcs. Don't tell anybody about this soup.
About what soup?
Exactly. Oh, she knows.
I'm gonna reach out and grab Kemet's hand. Let's go. Just like guide him out of the hut.
Bye, everybody.
Thank you for your help. I
Oh.
don't want to know what you're doing with my blood.
No problem at all. I will enjoy your kissed coin and your tears and your blood. Thank you so much.
And that's
Yeah.
never gonna come back to bite us.
You
Ever.
will never know. You will never know what it means to me. Thank you so much.
Probably
He
not.
wants me to sign that coin as well.
No, please don't. I
Are you
need it.
sure?
I need it in mint condition
Aha! I
for
see
my
what you did.
purposes.
You know, you'd make a great dog.
Mint condition. Nice. So we're gonna head back to the guild.
Yep. Again, about a 30-minute walk through the woods and back into the guild. As you do, and you bring Kemet actually doesn't. As soon as like you guys get to Ravens Point, Kemet takes off towards Baron Aaron Allen's estate. He does not like continue with you guys towards the Adventurers Guild. He doesn't even.
Oh,
He looks
I
over his shoulder and like waves by. Like he seems grateful, but at the same time, he just really wants to.
Don't look back.
No. But yeah, at the same time, he's just really excited to get back to Aaron, so he doesn't.
Well, as he runs off, I'll shout, "Feel better!" and cast Healing Word.
Okay, cool. Yeah, you definitely see like a pep in his step pick up as he continues on. Yeah, he runs a little bit faster. It looks a little bit more full. He's been looking a little gaunt, a little drained, so he does look a little bit better after that.
Good.
And then as you all enter into the Adventurers Guild, you see Benny. Now he's like lounging back with his feet up on the desk now that he knows that he sent somebody off to find Kemet. Oh, and he stands to attention. Oh, you're back. You guys find Kemet? One
found
piece.
him.
One
Yep.
piece. He's like, okay.
Well, his fingers are a little worse for wear at the moment, but those will heal.
They got better.
Okay, well, as long as like he's alive, then we'll get the pay from the Baron Aaron Allen, which is still really fun to say. So I suggested you all say that.
Baron Aaron Allen.
Baron Aaron Allen.
So guys, you actually all get a little bit of a bonus tonight. You all actually get, instead of your typical pay, you actually get 750 gold for tonight because
Cool.
the Baron was, really trying to fast track this one. So, thank you guys. You guys really helped the guild out tonight. Tonight.
Whatever.
You guys have
it
been
is.
gone for a little bit. So what's the plans tonight? You guys up to anything, or I'm just kind of like chilling tonight, so I can like close it down the guild early if like anything cool's popping off.
I was planning to go get a drink. If you want to join me.
I'm in Flabby Troll.
Yeah.
Flabby Troll. He points
Troll.
at all three of you.
Yeah. Let's go get a drink.
All right, let's hit it. And as you all three exit the Adventurers Guild and head to the Flabby Troll, thank you guys all for this amazing adventure. This one was so fun. I mentioned that I ran this for my live show and we lost some audio, but like since I wasn't sure if I was going to be able to release it or not, I really wanted to play it again because I really liked this adventure. So we'll go ahead and let you all again just plug whatever you guys want to plug. We'll start with Danny again. So Danny, first off, thank you for being a patron and thank you for joining the stream. And where can people find you?
You can find me on Twitter at Danielle Lanois, Lanois, and I've got the same name on Instagram. We've got my website, thefandomknitter.com, where you can see the things I'm working on, and I've made some decent progress on the hat tonight. So
It looks so great.
It looks really good.
it's going to be fun once I'm done. So hopefully I'll get that done in the next couple of days. And if you keep an eye on my Twitter, I will post photos as soon as I've got it all assembled.
Tell Johnny he has to take pictures in it and send them to you.
Oh, yeah,
Absolutely.
for sure. Thank you, Danny. Like I mentioned, Danny has been with us for like tons of streams. It's always fun having Danny with us.
Thanks.
I think you've only missed like one or two. I know you missed
Only
the last
one so far, I think.
Yeah, the last one. I forget what happened, but you had to miss
I
it.
was in San Francisco that weekend, I think.
Yeah. But yeah, it's always fun having Danny join. Tiana.
Yes. People can find me personally on Twitter at Vanna1895, VANA, 1895, like the year. And I am most often found over on Quests and Chaos. That's twitch.tv/quests and chaos. Monday, we have Natural One. We have Chaos Agents on Tuesday. Those are both D&D streams. Wednesday, we do board games. Right now, we're playing Arkham Horror and Pandemic Legacy Season 2.
Whoa, awesome.
We're getting our asses kicked in both of them. It's great. And then on Saturdays, we play Call of Cthulhu. And Sundays, right now, we're playing Carbon 2185, which is a cyberpunk universe and a lot of fun. I get to play another barbarian with a shotgun.
Oh, nice. Barbarian with a shotgun? Count me
Barbarian
out.
with a shotgun.
I am out.
Amazing. I mean, it's great if you have her on your side.
Exactly, yes. But as a DM, I am out.
And most during the week, our streams are at 7:00 Pacific time, and on the weekends they're at 6:00 Pacific time.
Awesome.
So
Thank
come and
you so
join us.
much. Yes.
We have a lot of chaotic fun. We've broken the DM on more than one occasion. It's great.
Yeah, I think I described it as, what was it? Monty Python meets was it Monty Python meets Critical Role meets man, there's another one. I forget.
Like
But-
it's always sunny in Philadelphia or something.
So yeah, exactly. Yeah, it's
I usually describe Chaos Agents, the D&D stream that I'm on,
that's what
as
specifically, yeah.
Lord of the Rings meets Monty Python meets It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia.
yeah, it's so fun.
We're weird, we're crazy, we're chaotic.
And Joe, last but not least.
You can find me all over the place on the internet. I try to find as many communities as I
Yep.
can and be as active as I can because this is awesome. So thanks for having me. Check out the Nerd Asylum if you want to. And Dralicon.com.
Dralicon, guys,
Yes.
go to Dralicon 2020. I will tell you that Dralicon 2019 was like an absolute blast. It was probably like the closest knit community of a convention I've ever been a part of. It was amazing, and I'm definitely gonna be every year. As long as they've got them, I'm gonna be going. I'm already like scheduling my stuff for 2020, so definitely go to JollyCon 2020 for sure.
I know that feel. We're starting to look at Gen Con, which
Yeah, yeah. Gen Con's cool. It's massive. It's huge. You're gonna find lots of cool stuff to do for sure. JollyCon is just like its own thing where I cannot describe it. It literally everybody just meshed so well together during the entire convention. It was, I don't know. It's really like unique, and I think everyone should experience it. It was really cool. So
Thank you.
go check out 2020. Joe, it was a lot of fun. Yeah, I loved it. But yes, no, Pint Magic, they did get their reward. They got their 750 gold each. And seriously, like, okay, I need to share. I've got like a shop list where I need to share that with like whoever's in these streams, because like I want you guys to use that gold. I don't want it to be just like
just piling up like a dragon's horde.
Yeah, like I really do want like you guys to be able to like spend that gold and stuff. So I will post that in the Patreon section of our Discord, bit.ly/one-shot Discord. I'll post a link to that, and that's a shop like the guys use on Halfway to Heroes and on One Shot Onslaught. So you guys can use it too, and you guys can buy whatever you want for these characters.
Nice.
And then we do scale the levels, but like I'll let you guys like keep whatever items you guys have, because I do want you guys to be like collecting this gold and like feel like you're rewarded when you're doing this cool stuff. And you guys did so. I know there wasn't any fighting tonight, but you guys like there was like a tent like situations, but you guys like circumvented all of that, and you guys like came up with really smart ideas to get around that. So I don't think it's bad that there was no fighting tonight.
No, it was puzzle solving.
Yeah.
It was role play, and it was
Yeah.
figuring out how to make it work without fighting our way out of
Without
things.
fighting 40 fake creatures. Yes, it was very good.
I was like, Tiamat, dear darling, I'm not going to let you be the only one surviving this.
Yeah.
Yes.
She was trying pretty hard.
I know she was.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah,
I was ready to just chuck you at the Fae.
you guys had so many. Yeah, so like a little peek behind the curtain, like the two paths. One of the paths did have like guaranteed fighting. You guys flipped the coin, went the path without guaranteed fighting, where you guys got, I mean, you guys killed it. You guys did so good tonight. Thank you guys so much for joining. Thank you guys so much for being patrons. Seriously, every single dollar really does help. That's how we keep the show going. Because since we have two shows, the fees really do stack up, and like the Patreon's really what is making our wives agree that yes, yes, you guys can keep doing the show. And that's how it happened. So seriously, every dollar does help. Thank you guys so much. And with that, thank you all for watching as well, guys. I had a lot of fun tonight. So much fun tonight. This one was a lot more coherent than the live show we had. so thank you guys for that. This will be posted on our YouTube and our Twitch video on demand. So anybody that missed it can watch it then. And thank you all new followers. Thank you that donated bits. I'm sorry that Tiamat has one additional advantage. I think Sheriff did actually use her advantage, but I forgot to take that out. But Joe, next time you come along, you will have one more advantage. You are going to have to remember that, because I will not. So thank you, everybody. I'm going to end the stream now, and we'll see you all next month, December. So it should be a Christmas stream for then, because we do the streams monthly.
Nice.
Yes. The last Christmas one was so good. So good.
I actually have some modules that I picked up on DMs Guild.
Yes.
I want to show you.
Tons of them. Yes.
Oh, they're so much fun.
I cannot wait. So we will see you all then. Bye, everybody.